Hi everyone, my name is Andrea and I live in New Jersey, and I found that the most common reason for the board to discipline a counselor in New Jersey was due to practicing without a license. And I found this to be shocking. I didn't know what to anticipate while doing my research, but I certainly didn't think the main reason or the main theme for New Jersey was to be practicing without a license. Um, Although in most cases it was a counselor practicing with an expired license, which is obviously still wrong. But in other cases, there were scenarios where this person didn't have any sort of license and was practicing, and I found in those situations they were usually working in private practice. And I'm like, how do they get around working? How is that regulated? How are they able to do that? But I'll get to that later. I'm jumping ahead. So to question 2, what are some themes you see when you look at the common reasons for board discipline? Like I mentioned in the first question, the common theme, at least for the state of New Jersey, was the board discipline for individuals practicing without a license, whether it was expired or non-existent. The common theme within that, though, is that they all received pretty similar punishments, and it usually included hefty fines, and also obviously they had to cease working and could no longer work in the mental health field. The case that I found was from May 8th of 2019. That was the most recent case in New Jersey, and this gentleman was practicing with a license that had expired in 2014, but on top of that, he also submitted insurance claims for services that he did not provide. So with that, he violated 5 state codes, and they were insurance fraud, healthcare claims fraud, financial facilitation of criminal activity, failure to pay taxes, and failure to file gross income tax. I also found that as far as the ACA codes, he violated 2, and those were codes C2C, qualified for employment, and code C4B, credentials. So obviously this man had to surrender his license. He is not eligible to apply for a licensure in the state of New Jersey and cannot work in the mental health field. So definitely a pretty severe punishment, but I also wonder, could he go on to practice in a different state? I would hope not, but I'm not sure. As far as my question goes, I have so many after learning all of this information, but I think the biggest question I have is, how do states regulate licensed employees? Because after learning everything from doing this research, it seems that individuals feel that they can get around the system, and it seems like some do for at least a few years, which is a little scary. And who knows how many are out there working without without a license or with an expired license. So how do states regulate that? Is that the counselor's responsibility to send in documentation of recent licensure, or did the state reach out to us? How does that work? Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and my citations I will put below, but I referenced the New Jersey Consumer Affairs website, and that's where I got all of the information about the case, and the ACA Code of Ethics. I used the online handbook as a reference. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!